What would you say to people who say, "Oh, I'm kind of a dinosaur and I don't love change. Um, and I'm really worried that this is going to take a long time for me to learn."
Well, so here's what I would say. The last trial that we had, we used this was the $15 million verdict last fall. Um, we were flawless. My partner Brett and I put the trial on. We connected an Apple TV to our table's HDMI, and Brett and I could then switch wirelessly who was presenting up on the screen. It was flawless. It was quick. It was easy. I mean, we could get up from our chairs. We could walk around the courtroom with our iPads in our hands wirelessly, pulling up documents, pointing things out on the screen. Uh, it was amazing. The defense, they were using laptops with PDFs and they were changing their HDMI plug from one laptop to the next one. And then they'd want the clerk to turn off their screen so that they could do the switch. And then they're fumbling through and they're trying to pull up the right page or the right PDF. And it was clunky. And I would say probably 2 days in the trial, they looked over and said, "What are you guys using? Like, what is that?" And obviously we shared that with them. The best example, though, of how cool and amazing the software is in trial is there was some objection. I don't remember what it was, but it was objection to a document that was going to be presented to the jury. The defense objected to it. Brett, my partner, was cross-examining, I think, an expert, or it was a direct of one of our experts. And we're at a sidebar with the judge, and there's an argument, and Brett's like, "Well, if I get rid of this, are we okay?" And the defense is like, "Okay." So he literally just taps the redact tool, redacts the portion of the document that was in dispute, and we look up at the judge, and the judge says, "Well, that was cool." And then we just kept going, right? Like there was no like send the jury in the back. We've got to decide, they've got to redact it and they've got to reload a PDF. And it was just seamless. It took, seconds to take care of something and we just moved on. The feedback from the jury after was there was clearly an A team in their presentation skills with respect to evidence and the case. I mean, just generally. And that's due to, Lit Suite and TrialPad. So I would say if there's dinosaurs that say, "I'm not good at doing this," number one is you have to learn it because you get an advantage when you go to trial by doing it. And number two, it's not very difficult at all. It's very intuitive. Again, because it's on an iPad. I know you can use a MacBook as well, but my preference is on an iPad. You're just touching a screen. You're just, it's as simple as that. I mean, before this, we were cutting edge. Our firm was cutting edge in that we were, I believe, the first firm in our state, maybe the country, to go completely paperless. I mean, it was a big deal. We had our own software, but we were in the days of binders full of printed paper with barcodes on the bottom. And if you wanted to pull up a document, you had to get this little clicker laser thing, and you had to like get it on the barcode, and sometimes it worked and sometimes it didn't. So you're kind of like lifting it up trying to get it to work, and it was clunky, and you're carrying around, I mean, boxes and boxes of barcoded documents because each page had to have its own barcode. Here I'm It's all here. It's just on this little iPad I have right now. I think I have 5 cases on here that three of which I've tried and two I'm getting ready to try. I mean, it's all right here.